I'm testing my GPX 4500. I made up some test pieces, calibrated them to 0.06 grams. This is aluminium. Right. That's aluminium. Now I've got a couple of hot rocks on there. I want to see how far away this works, because aluminium is 7 times than gold, so therefore it should detect at a different amount. So about 4 inches. About 4 inches. This one is copper. So I calibrated exactly the same using a powder scale, so it's really accurate. So this is copper. About 3.5 inches. Right. This here one is silver. Exactly the same, powder scales. Well, let's see how it does that. So around about 3 inches. Right. Now there are hot rocks on there. Now the bigger the coil, the less flux density, the volume of the per gram the material, so I need to get some gold to measure this and find out what the gold does, but I suspect it's only about 1 inch off, whereas these ones are a bit higher. All of it plays a part: specific gravity, conductivity, atomic density and free electrons. They all play a part in this sensitivity. So I'm going to get this sent away and get fixed up so it's more sensitive. So I wanted some reference. So I'll plug in the other coil, which is a smaller one, and it should be better, but it depends on the efficiency of the coil. All right. This one's a smaller coil. It's different company, Coil Tech. Picks up the hot rocks. Gets a bit of static, this coil. I'd say the shielding is not that good. So it doesn't cancel out the hot rocks very good. I think because of the shielding. Anyway, here's my test. Aluminium first. So that's about 4 inches, so it's exactly the same as a mine lamp coil. Even though it's smaller, it should be more efficient, but no. It picks up every little knock. This thing goes crazy. So this is a silver one. So around about 2 inches. Copper. Around 2.5. Right. Well, that's I'll do for that one. I'll set up a garret and see how that goes. So the garret's set up. It's a little bit different in ground balancing. You push the little button. And the ground balancing doesn't work very good. But if you try the 6 grams of aluminium, that's super sensitive. So that's 7 inches, that's not bad. Copper. Around 4 inches. And silver. About 4 inches. That's why you've got to have a calibration test pieces. You need to know how sensitive your device is, and then we need to know whether it ground balances. So if it doesn't ground balance, it's shocking. But anyway, it still works. We need to know that the soil is very conductive. It has a lot of minerals in it. That's a good sign of gold. So, but the trouble is we can't find the gold because it's saturating the whole metal detector. Anyway, that's it.